Hey y'all, Quabila Jones here, host of the Q Spot podcast. Make sure to be intentional with your words, your thoughts, and your actions. And please subscribe, like, follow, share, and hit the notification bell. Okay, y'all. I'm having a little bit of difficulty. What in the world is happening? Anyway, y'all are tuned in to the Q Spot podcast live edition. Look, anything can happen live, y'all. So this is why I'll do this often. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Q Spot with a few of my queens, my ladies here. I have Miss Q from the other Q from Pillow Talk with the T, and I have Miss Ty from Red Lipstick Vibes, the podcast. How y'all ladies doing tonight?
Doing good. Doing good.
Good.
I'm ready to spill some
Wonderful.
tea.
All right. So I just want to say thank you all for joining me today. For those who don't know, this is tea time. Spilling the tea tonight. I will be sipping on some peppermint tea while we get the conversation going. So let's start off with some introductions, though. Tell us, how you all got into podcasting and, where you are, what's going on with your platform. Miss Q.
Well, hi you guys. This is Q from Pillow Talk with the C podcast, which I'm the host, the founder, and creator. And I got into podcasting in regards of just being, I would say, being pushed and motivated by my village. Pushed and motivated by my village, which I basically did not want to do, but for some reason it was a pit gut feeling of fire was in my gut that continued was burning until I actually act on it. And once I did, that the pit feeling of the gut went away because that was something I needed to do. That was basically was in my spirit. So that's how I basically got into it, along with the fact of just feeling like they saying that everyone needs a me in their life. Just basically gonna tell it how it is, no sugarcoat and no holds bar, and telling what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Um, so that's how basically I got into podcasting.
Oh, wow. Alrighty. And I'm sure we're going to get to hear more of what people need to hear when we get into this conversation. All right, Miss Ty.
How did I get into podcasting? Well, so everybody always come to me for advice. And so like all my friends, they would come to me for advice and I'm always like, telling them, some good nuggets and things. And one of my friends said, you know what, you need to do like a show or something, like a podcast or something. To share your knowledge that you have. So I tried it out one time, and yeah, here I am, stuck on it
Okay.
now.
Alrighty. And so I have been enjoying each of you all's platform, and I'm really happy to have gotten to know you this far and hope that our podcast and friendship, continues on and we keep on
Yes.
collaborating and bringing amazing content. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get right into these topics. All right. So who is ready? for a little
Okay.
tea, spilling and
Mhm.
sip on Sunday.
Mhm.
Look at this one
So
over
we're
here.
gonna go ahead and get into round one, which is pet peeves. Like, I don't know about y'all, but there's just a few things that men do that they don't think they do that get on my nerve. They get on my last nerve. So we're just gonna get right into it. I'm gonna let my guest go first. Miss Ty, tell us a pet peeve of yours. Tell the men what they need to know.
Texting me instead of calling me.
Mm.
Okay.
I am not big on texting at all, especially if you come in with a full blown dissertation in text message. Like, I'm good with, hey, how you doing? Or, short stuff. But if you keep asking me questions and stuff and over, I'm like, dude, just pick up the phone and call me. I hate that. I cannot stand that. Like, and when a guy asks you for your number and all he does is text you.
Mm.
Yes.
Dude, I did not give you my number so you can text me all the time. Like, that's one of my pet peeves. I cannot deal with that.
Alrighty. Miss Q.
Oh Lord, let's see. I could say that, but she already said that one. I would say my pet peeve is the short text message. Oh, WYD. I
Right.
don't for some
Yes.
reason I don't like the abbreviations. I
Right,
like
right,
my
right.
thing is that makes me think that you are a lazy thinker. Your brain
Mm-hmm.
is not being your muscle of your brain is not being worked because all you came up with just WYD. Like so you
Yeah,
didn't even
yeah.
say the whole thing. What you doing? How you doing? Grand
Mm-hmm.
rising. Good morning. Like, are you serious? And then it's like they want you to carry on the whole conversation.
Mm-hmm.
So say if I do say I answer your WYD, then are you're supposed to pick it back up, right? It's like they
Yes.
sit there until they see that we choose to respond and then it's the flow. But no, I'm not about to carry and hold no weight of this whole conversation when you the one that texts me first.
Right.
Mm-mm.
Yes, ma'am, indeed. Like y'all brought us some good ones. So, definitely some of mine as well. Another one of my pet peeves is just the plain hey. And then I'm like, hello. And then it's like nothing. So I presume that if you text me first, that you got something to say. But if you just
Right.
say, hey, I text back, and then you don't say nothing else, it's like, why even bother? Just don't even
Wait,
bother.
wait a minute, Q. I just had that happen to me yesterday. Like the guy just said hello, and I said hello, and he said nothing else. I was like, what is happening right now? Like, what you trying to see if I still had your number saved in my phone?
Oh my God.
What is
Or,
going on?
or
Yeah, that's
basically he
crazy.
expected you to pick up that whole conversation and you
Yeah,
even though he opened the door. What?
exactly. I just said hello.
I can't
Men
stand
are
it.
so strange. They so strange. Yeah.
And then I'm also, now people gonna call me bougie, stuck up, the B word, whatever. But I like greetings and salutation. Like, okay, unless we have been talking for some time, hey is okay. But if we just met, hello is more formal, or good morning, or something a little more formal,
Yeah. Yeah.
even hi. But hey and WYD, and we just only been
Right.
talking like a week. Like, nah, get away from me.
Or when they get too personal right away, like, hey baby, how you doing? I am not your baby.
That
You
part.
don't even know my last name. So why
Exactly.
are
Yeah,
you calling me?
Like you don't even know my
don't
favorite
call
color.
me those.
Right.
Hey,
Hey
It's like
yeah,
they
sexy.
it's like they
Hey, I
take
be
the
like,
ownership like right from the door.
Exactly.
Like
Yeah.
no, I'm good with that. Like I ain't
Right,
got,
left.
I don't have no daddy issues, so you ain't gotta call me. Hey,
Exactly. Yes.
Look, okay, so guys, look, if you are out there listening, there's just the little things that get on our nerves, and try to be mindful and at least try to pay attention. Because if we start dry texting you, that's an indication that we're not really feeling the
Mhm.
conversation. And then
Exactly.
I know some people, I can look over grammar, I can look over spelling, but again, like y'all mentioned, if the conversation is just not good, then I can't look over that, you know.
yeah,
Yeah.
Or you keep going around and around in circles. And
Mhm.
so, what you do today? What you doing today? What you getting into? Like, you keep
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Another one is just to simply, hey, beautiful. Okay, I don't mind a hey, beautiful after one, maybe two times. But if that's every time, or like that's all you have to say, like, you're so pretty, you have such a pretty
I'm
smile.
like, I know. You don't gotta talk. I look at my face every morning, baby. I know I'm pretty.
Oh, man, I'm done.
And next, anything else you want to say?
Okay, well, let's move on. Yeah. So, anywho, so yeah, those are some of my pet peeves. So, anything else you want to
I
throw out
think they
there,
be
lady?
landing on too thick when they be doing it like constantly. Like, you so pretty, you so pretty. I'm like, dude, didn't you just tell me that? Why you keep
Right.
saying that? Like, oh my god, it's okay.
Yes, ma'am, indeed. Um,
Mhm.
I don't like dirty nails. Like, I understand some men have certain jobs they can't help it,
Nope.
but if you don't work in an oil rig, or you're
Right.
not a
If
mechanic,
you're not a mechanic, come on now.
like, you're not a construction worker.
Right.
um,
Thank you.
Yeah,
yeah,
because I'm gonna think if you, well, I won't even think. I'm gonna believe in my head. You got dirty nails.
You got
That means that your balls stink to me. So I'm
exactly.
immediately going there.
You got
Like
hairy balls.
you got hairy balls and you don't lift them up and wash them. You miss that part because you
Exactly.
can't miss your
You need
nails.
some manscape.
You can't miss your nails.
mm,
Like I can't.
And oh, I got one. I got one. I cannot stand this. I love a man with facial hair, but
mm.
please don't come at me with looking like taco meat. Oh my god, I cannot stand that. Like, oh my god, you look like you just came out the tobacco field. I don't like that. Like, oh
My God. Jaquan Burgess says, "Sis, y'all be cutting up. Look, baby, we just
I
telling the truth.
mean,
Telling it like it is."
Yes, you
it
do.
be all spurs. Like you got a patch here and a patch there, and
Yeah.
lint be all in it. And oh my god, no.
You might well just cut it off because
Yeah.
it's not going to connect.
It's not connecting,
It's
baby.
not
It's
going
not
to grow.
connecting.
It's not going to grow. No oil, no none of that
Mhm.
stuff that they have beard. None of that's not going to help you. You just missed that mark. That's not your blessing.
Exactly.
That's not your
Okay,
blessing.
I got one more on the group. No, two more on the grooming thing. I do not like to see a man that's over 30 with braids in his head
Or dreads.
Mm.
or dreads.
And their
And
hairline
and
all
their
the way back there.
hairline is receding.
But I gotta step it out.
Stop
Mm-mm.
it. Stop it. Just let it go. Just let
Oh
it
my
go.
God.
I'm just
Because it's not coming. It's not
it's
coming
not
back.
coming back.
No.
Stop. I mean, look. Well, look, they got weaves for men now.
Your
They got
thing.
the weave thing for the men now. Like if you want to hold on to it, get the weave, man. But that thing, yeah. And you gotta smell good.
Yes.
Mhm.
I don't like a stinky man. And your breath and your teeth are very, very important.
Mhm.
I don't understand. Like remember that I showed her a video of a guy that was on Kendra G's um dating live, and he was like, he's this high value man and he makes all this money, but you missing your teeth. Yo, I know you got dental. You got all this money. You mean tell me you can't get your like a big old tooth missing in the front? Like that and stinky breath.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Can't do
You know, another pet peeve of mine is bad skin regimen.
Yes.
If I take my time out once or twice a day throughout the week to clean my skin, exfoliate, even get facials, whatever the case may be, put my serums, my dark spot correctors, all that good
Exactly.
stuff.
Yeah.
Like I need for you to do the same thing. Like, come on, you cannot, you can't, you missing you don't see them bumps, you don't see the acne, you don't see that stuff just popping out.
Exactly.
Like, nah, and don't think you're gonna put your face near my face.
Right.
You got when you not even taking care. So that you got all that means you won't properly wash your face.
Exactly.
To me.
Oh, I'm sure I could come up with something else, but now me being a nail tech, I went to school for it, got my license, and I understand everybody doesn't like long nails, and some men don't like to have, depending on what work they do. I understand that, but there's a reason why you should have a little bit of white part of your nail left. So seeing nails that are cut all the way down, and you can tell where the skin is now starting to grow over, and nails that are cut all the way down to the nose.
The nubs.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Those are ones I call, and you know what? I don't like that even for women, because women shouldn't even have that either. Yeah. And back in the day, a lot of women used to walk around thinking that shit was cute. Like, ew, no.
Yeah. Like they just.
If you bite your nails, if that's a nervous thing, I mean, I get it, but like just you cut them down on purpose. No,
yeah.
I'm not cool with that. Not cool with that. All right, so I know we can come up with some more as the show goes on. Anybody that's listening, if you have any pet peeves ladies, if you have any pet peeves that you need your man to know about, or men in general, please drop them in the comment section. I will be happy to read them off. So again, this was round 1. Pet peeves. So now we're going to go on to round 2. I am not that chick. Ladies, I know you met a man who tried to treat you and address you as another chick he used to deal with, or another chick he has met before. So what are some things that you've encountered to say to the man, I am not that chick?
Where do I begin? Let me tell you something.
Think about that one.
No, I have a laundry freaking list. First of all, I'm not that chick. So please, do how you used to speak to her, talk to her, whatever tone, loud tone, that's her. Don't come over here with that. If I'm speaking to you in a nice tone, I'm not yelling at you. Do not you give me the same thing that you're receiving. At all. And then 2, I'm not that chick also in regards to if she cheated on you, she cheated on you. Don't bring that shit over here thinking that
right.
And giving her my punishment. I mean, giving me my punishment. She cheated on you, so you need to go back and get that chick the punishment, not me.
Right. Yeah.
So don't bring that because that leads to now you don't trust me and bringing trust issues because of what she did. So no, that means that what we need to do. Let's end this. You don't need to be in a relationship. What you need to do is start to heal because you ain't healed because you still got the whole justification of what she did to you. So I'm not that chick. Don't bring that shit over here.
Yeah, I'm with that. That's what I would say too. Somebody say he want all the smoke. I hate when like you start comparing and or start reminiscing about the things that they did and all that kind of stuff. Like, dude, I am not her, and but at the same time, they don't understand like that's sort of like a slap in the face a little bit when you like dating someone and they do that. And then, you know, um that can make her not want you
Facts.
if you constantly saying things like that or comparing her to your ex, because then I'm gonna start looking at you like well nigga, you keep talking about it, you still want him. I mean, you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
No, we're not
Okay.
doing that. Mm-mm.
Yes. All right. So I am not that chick that's gonna sit around and wait on you to come home every day. I got stuff to do.
Okay.
I'm not trying to go through your phone. I'm not trying to who you been with, where you at, when you come home. Look, if I ask you certain questions, I'm asking because I may want to cook. I may want to go somewhere, and I just need to know kind of where you at so I can know what I'm gonna do. And not because I'm doing something wrong. It's just okay. We might have planned whatever the case, especially if we in a committed relationship. It's just common courtesy. However, I'm not gonna sit around and wait on you. I'm just not that chick. I'm not that
Exactly.
girl that when you come home, I miss you, and I mean, yeah, I miss you, but like I got stuff to do. We all trying to grow our brands. We trying to grow our empire. I have enough
Mhm.
to keep me busy than to sit around waiting on a man. He should have
Right.
enough to keep him busy than sitting around waiting on me too. So
Right. Exactly.
I'm not that chick. Uh,
Mhm.
Another thing, I and this is speaking for the not for all plus size women, but for me specifically, I am not that chick who is lonely and desperate, who's going to do any and everything for you or accept all your baggage and BS because that other chick did. That was
Mhm.
her and her self esteem and her issues.
Mhm.
I know
Mhm.
who I am. I know what I deserve and I know what I want. Yes, I'm plus size, but baby, don't be fooled.
Okay.
I'm not that chick.
I'm not that chick to be talking about you want threesomes and foursomes. I'm not her.
Well, I'm that chick.
That's not me, baby. Woohoo! Mm-mm.
Cause
You can
I'll
go over
probably
there.
be the
You
one
be
that.
over there. Go to Q, baby. I pass you on, baby, but not
Cause
here. Nope, we're not doing
listen,
that.
I'll be the
Mm-mm.
one. I'll be the one that actually probably actually initiate it or end up inviting it in. So I am that chick. But that's not with everybody though. So let me put that out there. Let me
Child, look.
let me
Only,
sip on
only
that tea.
threesome. Only threesome I'm interested in is if we got some toys. That's about it. No human
Okay.
beings. Mm-mm. You better get
What's
a
up,
blow
Dick?
up doll.
You're so silly.
I mean, look, if you really, really need a third person, look, get a blow up doll. We can,
Oh, God. What's up, Derek? Derek says, get the grief. Okay.
Okay. Oh no, he did.
Getting the grease. I love it.
Stop, no.
Derek is a fool. Oh, my goodness. So, anything else I want to add to? I am not that chick.
I mean, I
Um,
think we pretty much covered, the
yeah,
comparison.
I pretty much we did.
Yeah, and
But I do
threesomes.
like the part we
Yeah.
talked about what's most important. Don't compare me to
Yeah.
someone else. Like
I hate, yeah,
that can be a relationship killer.
exactly.
Um, and then don't expect me to if I share too much of my past
Hmm.
and you think, okay, I'm supposed to do all them tricks with you that I did back then, you may not make me feel the way they made me feel. Or I may not trust you with my mind, body, and soul, to
Mm-hmm.
do certain stuff with
Hmm.
you. So sorry, not sorry, no,
Yeah, see,
not really sorry.
yeah, that's why I say that doesn't go for everybody because
Yeah.
you got to be comfortable into doing like three
Right.
foursomes or
Exactly.
even.
Yeah.
And
You gotta
listen,
be
I'm
careful.
not that chick. Okay, so it came. So I'm not that chick thinking that you going into my asshole. Let me
Okay.
first of all, let me
Mm-mm.
tell you something.
Nope, not doing it.
Yes, it is an exit strategy of a hole. However, I have done it, but though that right there, that hole is for people that sacredly I am comfortable with, that I know that's going to
Mm-mm.
take their time, not just somebody that's going to try to just shove it, jump it up in there. Hell no.
No.
We are not stars. That just
No.
that don't.
We're not doing that. I'm sorry. Nope.
Yeah.
No, ma'am.
Yeah,
Alrighty,
like
so
bring something to the table. What? Oh God.
y'all have to know. I know Derek. He's
Dirk,
from my city.
Dirk about to get cut. You better stop.
Oh Lord. All right, so we're gonna move on to the next topic, which is all right. So for round three, we already be doing.
Mm-hmm.
We be knowing everything.
Yeah. We just want to see if you going to actually come out and
Exactly.
tell the truth.
We
If
just gonna
you
see if
going
you
to
ain't
sit
telling the
here
truth.
and
Mm-hmm.
you going to be the one that
Mm-hmm.
actually that's going to bring it to the table, or we looking to see, or oh, is this motherfucker think he's slick? He think he hiding this? I already know.
Exactly. Already
Because
know.
I want to see if you going to bring it to the table, Derek.
Mm-hmm.
And
Wait
I'm
a
gonna do
minute.
this with
Let me look up my sound effects.
go ahead on girl. Let me what you got.
Goodness, yes, indeed, baby. Um, I agree. And I mean, look, we have intuition, and our intuition is the truth. Okay. I don't care who say it ain't, but it is. And for me, like I have this sense about things. Like I'll have deja vu. So while you're talking, I actually know what you're about to say. I know that sounds
Mm,
weird, but it's sort of like a gift that I have. So a lot of times when people talking to me, I already know what they're gonna say. And
mm-hmm.
and it seems, weird to other people, but hey. So when I'm with a guy or something and something that I already know or is coming to me while he's talking,
Mhm.
I'll be like, nigga, you lying.
Facts.
You lying. Like I see the lie all over your face.
Mhm. Mhm.
And usually,
So
what men
yeah.
don't realize when we ask certain questions, we've already
Mhm.
done the
We
research.
already know the answer.
We have proof. It's not something we just pulled out the air and out of behind.
Mhm.
Sometimes we do be fishing for the extra. We
Right.
already have a little bit of the truth and some
Mhm.
evidence.
Mhm.
We just want to see
Mhm.
what they gonna say. And then
Yeah.
also, men, we be knowing because we pay attention to y'all behavior. Like,
Exactly.
Mhm.
no, if you do certain
Mhm.
things a certain way, then all of a sudden you switch up. Like,
Mhm.
you wearing something different. Where you get this new
Mhm.
phone from? I didn't buy it. You didn't buy it. Like, if we notice, if you, okay, say
Right.
normally you may come home 30 minutes after work. We
Right.
know you by this store, this bar, whatever. But now all of a sudden it's 2 hours and you
Mhm.
don't want to explain where you meant. Like, and
Mhm.
it may not be about cheating, but if you just tell us up front, like, it wouldn't be a big deal.
Right.
If
Exactly.
you're taking a class, you're doing something for you, fine. Just be courteous. But most of the time, again, we pay attention to behavior. We be knowing. We be knowing what's up.
Oh
Exactly.
yeah.
So I just hate when men try to play us like we stupid. You know.
Yeah.
Derek, yes, I'm timing y'all, Derek. I know how many miles it takes
Yeah. Yeah. We
for
be
your
known.
job. Oh,
And not only that, like we be knowing because you did touch on it a little bit, but we know because y'all switch y'all pattern and y'all whole
Yep.
behavior in y'all. Like you used to take a left on Marshall Street and Bud Avenue. Now we see that you're making a left now. So you like y'all switch your whole routine up.
Right. Yeah.
So we be knowing because we be watching, especially someone that you love and you care about, and you
Right. Exactly. Yep.
And even if you don't live in a house with each other and you live in separate apartments, but you still got that in tune with that person, you see their walk get changed, their behavior, the language, how they speak to you, how they approach you, how they probably not no longer paying attention to you. It's so much, and we pay attention to that as women. And my thing is, men gotta also realize that switching it up only leads to the fact is we're going to think one or two things. Something's up. You either talking to someone new or you fucking somebody new. So
exactly,
what's going on? Because last week you ain't coming here with all that energy. So what's all up with that energy?
I mean, and look, that's the truth though. It's like, I don't think men understand sometimes that we don't say anything, but we pay very close, detailed attention to everything. To the hair on your head, we know. We know when like the guy, when I was dating this guy, look, I knew when he went to a different barber by the way his hair was cut. I'm serious. Because like his waves wouldn't line up the right way like the other guy have his waves. So if his waves is like off, I'm like, who cut your hair this time? He be like, oh yeah, because such and such wasn't there. So I had see, I already know because his waves wasn't waving right. It wasn't waving right. It was going the opposite direction. So I know, we pay attention to everything. All the little details that you think that most men don't pay attention to us, we pay attention to them. The way you walk, the things you say, the little habits that you create. Like, I know his routine from the time he walks up the stairs, how he walks up the stairs, what he does, how he does it, how he turns the TV on, what channel he goes to first. I know it.
Lord. All right. So Derek say, well, if that happens, it's not my fault. We want something.
What?
Doesn't a new person? I see you three beautiful ladies next week. I want to change it up.
I don't know what he just said, but okay.
A new person.
Yeah, want to change it up.
That means that you're done. That means that when you listen, this is my thing. You stick your long branch or your short branch into someone else. Just know when you do that, you lost me.
It's over.
It's over.
Yep.
It's done. Don't even come back. You might well just lose my number. You might well say, damn, that choir was a good one, but I just lost it because I made a huge mistake. Because again, we could tell even when we having sex with you if you're dealing with
something. Exactly. You sure can.
Because you would know your stroke. If your stroke is off and different, we know something going on. The same way as you guys would. For some reason, y'all pay attention to nothing else when it comes to women, but when it comes to our pom-poms, it's like y'all know when something's off.
Yeah,
we doing something with somebody
and we
else.
know the same thing. We know the difference too. We know the difference too. We're like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
When they change it up, like let's even talk about like they want to try something new, a new food. Like that ain't. I don't cook that. When you start eating that, or I thought you didn't like that, or
I don't. Yeah, I don't pay. I don't. Now for me, that wouldn't bother me at all.
See, I was married for 13 years, and in them 13 years, I learned a lot. I learned a lot. I saw a lot. Oh, okay. So you come and close the door when I go to the bedroom. You still in the front room. When we start closing doors in the house, you turn your phone on vibrator when normally you leave your phone on because of your job. or
Yeah.
you start texting and doing different little things. Like men don't think we pay attention to all
Mhm.
those things, but we already be knowing when it's
Yeah.
something else. If you stop doing stuff with me and you, I'm like, okay, what's going
Yeah.
on? And this is not me being a bitter ex-wife. This is me just being observant and
Yeah.
having a whole lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Um, when you want to all of a sudden go a certain place, or you spin a story like, okay, for my ex-husband, he wasn't he didn't make a lot of friends. At least his friends lived in Arkansas. The ones
Hmm.
he did have, as from his younger years. Now all of a sudden you got friends, you got homeboys, you're gonna hang out, and you spend the weekend, and you taking clothes like that ain't what you
Ooh.
do. So anyway, look, I have stories. Yeah.
Chat. Look, that's some tea right there.
Exactly. What? That's another podcast.
Right. For sure.
Yo,
Oh
but
my
listen,
goodness.
this Derek, let me tell you,
He
Derek,
is a mess.
different personalities, and then talking about maybe want some quiet time. See, this is a pet peeve for me. Let's go back. I knew we was gonna find another pet peeve. A pet peeve for me is when a man talking about he want his goddamn peace. But what about my motherfucking peace?
Y'all gonna check you off of it.
Are you serious? Talking about quiet time with you? What quiet? You want quiet time with me for us together, or you talking about you want your man peace that y'all always out here protesting about? But what makes you think women don't want our peace? That's a pet peeve for me because right there shows me, nah, that's something fishy right there. Mm-mm,
Woohoo.
mm-mm.
However,
Oh Lord.
And different, and then he said
Okay.
different personalities. Then get a blow up doll.
okay,
Oh
isn't that
Lord.
what I just said? I just said you better get with them dolls.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. We're gonna go on because we have a gentleman who has dared to enter the Queen's Court. So
Uh-oh.
our next topic is she said, but he said. And we know
Ooh,
we
Lord.
said what we said was right the first time.
Exactly.
So I want to welcome to the Queen's Court. He dared to be the lonely gentleman. Enter the Queen's Court,
Yeah,
Mr. Darius. How
what's
you
going
doing?
on? What's going on? How y'all doing?
Okay.
I
Now,
heard
Teddy,
all this caca just now. I heard all of it. All of it. I'm sitting here like, there's a lot of merit to what a lot of these ladies are saying, and I'm listening to everything that y'all saying, and there's a lot of truth to what you're saying. Some of it's bullshit, and some of it because
don't
trust
have
me
to
when I
pause
tell you.
right there. We're not going to skip over there like you just say that. We're going to pause right there. And I'm going to give you your space and time.
Yes, ma'am.
Just know I have my scepter ready to hit you on the head.
And I have my button. Mm-hmm.
So what is the BS, Mr. Teddy? Mr. Sophisticated Grizzly.
Okay, so here we go. Believe it or not, quiet time sometimes is necessary. And the reason that I say that is every wife ain't the kind of wife that's going to give you the opportunity to have that time to just unwind. I know I had a wife that as soon as I walked through the door, yap, 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 like, I need a moment, a minute to just pull off the armor that I had to have outside.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
Or something comfortable when I get inside. And then now, okay, I've unwind. Now we can get into what you need to talk about. But instead of that, it's always bam, bam. So that's one of the reasons why I would have to have that time where I would go straight down the basement. I would close the door, not because I wanted to be on my cell phone talking to nobody, because I know she would follow my black ass. So I closed the damn door so she can understand, give me a second, give me a moment.
Right. Yeah.
Because that's how a lot of arguments get started, because we don't get that time to unwind, And it doesn't have to be a long time. It could be like 15, 20 minutes. Just
Yeah.
enough time to say, I'm home, I can breathe, I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'm about to walk in some bullshit. I don't know what the fuck about to happen upstairs, but I'm prepared now. I'm not going to snap. I'm not going to go off. I'm not going to do any of that stuff. Now, what you were saying about the cell phone thing, yeah, that's that bullshit. If you texting off to the sides, yeah, you doing some shit.
Yeah.
You doing some shit.
Exactly.
You know, but I mean, because the thing about it is okay, everything, and I'm gonna say this too. And just like y'all would say the same thing, everything ain't your business.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not. Everything ain't your business, but it shouldn't be the kind of business that I gotta hide either. So it's
Right.
not. My thing about it is, I should be able to do this in front of you, and you not do this. I should be able to trust that you're not doing this while I'm doing whatever it is I'm doing. You know, now did I have that kind of a marriage? No, because she was always in my eyes all up in my phone all day.
Mm-hmm.
But
This, and then you all of a sudden do that.
yeah. Well, see, that's the thing. And this, if you do this type of thing, yeah, that's bad. You're doing the wrong thing. You know what I mean? So yeah, there's a lot of merit too. But the only thing that I disagreed with was the quiet time, because you have no idea what he had to deal with outside.
I agree with that.
Door. And before he walked through the door, whatever he dealt with outside, he don't want to take it out on you.
No,
Right. Yeah.
absolutely. I definitely agree with that part because
Yeah.
I even seen when he said me and you, boo. And so I understand when he said that part. And that listen, I definitely want to give my dude that, and because I want him to give me that, because I don't want to bring the energy, whatever I probably have from work or coming into the house. So the same way he need to decompress, I'm gonna need to do the same thing. I think both people who are just in a relationship or marriage will need to do. My thing, that what when he said quiet time, immediately had me thought the whole I need my peace whole thing immediately like went there, and I'm like, so that made me remind me of a pet peeve because
She got triggered.
that, but what
Got triggered.
Yes, I got triggered. I really did.
I'm back.
It went straight to
Triggered.
like, okay, you need your quiet time, got you, me and you, boo, cool. But then I was like, but damn, another fucking pet peeve. Peace. I need my peace. But what about the fact that women needed their peace too? I be needing my peace. Don't come over here interrupting my shit either.
Okay.
Whoa.
This
I
ain't
think
the
we both got to
one
respect each other. Peace, though.
This ain't the one you want to get riled up. She come at you like a hornet.
Well, I already know. But see, the thing about it is, I already know with the queen, number one, she ain't gonna bullshit you. She gonna tell you what it is straight up, and that's what I love about her.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, truth be told, we want the truth from you guys. We can't always handle it, just like y'all can't always handle truth from us.
Yes, we can.
But the best thing to do is be truthful. Look. If my woman wake up tomorrow morning and she say, "Good morning, baby," and I say, "Okay, your breath smell like shit. You need to go brush that." You don't want to hear that.
No, see, Teddy,
It's the
stop.
way you say it. It's the way you say it, right? But that's what I'm saying. But it's the way you say it. But that's the thing. If I'm thinking it that way, you don't want me to say it that way. So it's the best way to be like, babe, just give me a second before we start kissing. I want to brush my teeth. Then that might prompt you to brush yours, so we won't be trading funk. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
First of all, I'm not kissing my man as soon as I wake up. I'm about to be just how Whitney from The Different World used to always run in the bathroom. Hell yeah. So when I jump back in that motherfucker,
I sure do. Yeah, I sure do. Yeah, I sure do that.
Yes, I be blowing
Nightstand got all my little 2 dads in there, the bottom of my wash and all that. Yeah, I sure do. I do it just like that. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just like those things like that. You have to have a certain bit of tact when you're being truthful with one another. You have to still be able to consider each other's feelings, even though you want the truth from the person. You still have to be considerate of one another. You can't just blurt out whatever comes to your mind.
True indeed. I call that basically speaking with a tongue of love, speaking with love.
That's
what I basically do, because I also believe in you could be able to argue out of love too, but a lot of people is not equipped or experienced to do that. They don't. A lot of people ain't mastered that yet.
No.
Yeah.
So I also believe, I really truly, and people when you hear me say this, they be like, "What? You can't really argue out of love."
Yes.
Like, who said that you need the cutthroat stab? Cut your husband or your woman when you in the argument, or hit below the belt. Because you gotta remember, words are like weapons, are like swords and knives, and they are also like bullets. Once you shoot it, you can't take the bullet back. So
That's
you
right.
gotta be careful, because listen, like I said, a scar could always heal, but words always stay back here and always be remembered.
Yes, ma'am.
Exactly.
Yes. I want to give a shout out to my sister in Arizona who tuned in. And Gwen Henderson, thank you. We are having fun. Look, you have to go back and watch the beginning of the video when we get done. But yeah. So you just sit back and enjoy. I want to bring up some she said, he said, we have a question, we have comments, and then what does the guy, have to say about this? So this is going to eventually be a standalone segment. So we're just going to test out a few things here. Okay. Honey, I want something to eat. I know what I want, but it's not from the same place. He said.
Let's go. What you want? What you need?
Okay, so sweet tea from McDonald's. I want the French fries and burger.
Oh, you want your damn something. No. I'll be damned if I'm traveling. I'm not crossing brands, ma'am. I'm not crossing brands. It's like wearing Nike and Adidas at the same time. We're not doing it.
Wait, I'm sorry. That went over my head. So you told him that you wanted McDonald's, but you wanted him to get it from a certain McDonald's?
I want the tea from McDonald's, the fries from one place. I want a sandwich from another.
Crazy. Okay, I would disagree with that, and I'm not a man.
Right. Here's the thing.
I don't think men will only do that like if you pregnant or something.
Yes, thank you for saying that.
That's the only way they do that.
If you pregnant, I will travel wherever I got to.
Right.
I'll be damned if I want that.
Pregnant, I don't think no man gonna be doing all that.
Either you pregnant, or you probably surgery, or you medically probably like sick or something, and they making sure they go the extra mile. But you able, willing body, bitch, you better go get it yourself. Okay.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna go get the sweet tea. You go get that other two shits you need.
Right. Yeah. And we'll meet in the middle. Or we'll meet in the middle.
Y'all dirty. That's all right.
No, sis. No.
Nope.
There's a limitation. The thing is, like, every man has a little bit of that. That little soft center. A little bit of soft center for that woman. You have to have that soft center for your woman. Can't be no bitch. But you got to have a little bit of that soft center. You can't be no damn simp.
Yeah, no
simp.
If
you popping from house to place, then you're going to be doing that shit for the rest of your life.
Yes, indeed. Don't
Next
start
thing you're going to be walking down the street carrying her damn purse and her shoes in your hands while she's living her best goddamn life. I'll be damned.
Now, listen, I love my man that's soft with me, but he can knock a motherfucker out in the streets like he, So my thing is, if I need my purse to be held and I need you to take my shoes and hold my shoes, baby, do that. Like, that's cute. I like that. But
put your shoes in your purse and walk that shit down the street.
Come after my man because he holding my purse though.
No. I'm not holding your goddamn purse. You shouldn't have bought that big son bitch if you can't carry it.
You never held a purse, did you?
My wife tried to do that shit one time. I handed it right back to her. I'm sorry, this is bitchy. I can't do that.
Oh God.
Sorry, ma'am. Can't do it.
Really?
I held it in the store. We was in the store. I held it in the store because she's trying on clothes. That's fine.
Yeah, something like that.
But no, we walking down the damn street.
No.
And I'm walking, and this shit don't match none of my clothes. I got to give you a purse back.
No. Like if we in the store or for instance, we just leaving a major big event and I'm already lagging and tired. And
I got you then.
Maybe you probably be like, babe, take off them shoes. Fuck that. We walk to the car bare naked. Like,
I got you.
Naked. Like
Yeah.
that. Like
Yeah.
I'm
Just
looking
pick
for you
me
to
up,
be
man.
my
I'm
Well,
girl
no,
across the
but see,
mall.
this was her way of like tagging me to kind of let people know this is.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
gotcha,
child,
gotcha.
you can
I
do that in
ain't carrying
other
your
Got
shit.
time for that. Don't got no time
On
for
your
that.
shit.
No, and then
No.
not only that, you could do that in different other ways.
Last time I checked, the shit that I had on my finger was enough of a fucking tag. I don't need no extra ones.
That part.
So go on with your damn purse. You carry that shit. I'll tell you what. You carry my wallet down there. No, I won't do that because
Oh, you don't want that.
I don't want that. Let me
Go
take that.
straight
Let me
to
take
the
that
store.
shit back. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm about to say she
Take
done
that shit
Right,
back.
you done said the wrong thing.
Yeah, for the wrong damn thing. No, but no, that's the same. But she had me. She handed me the purse, and I'm walking. I'm not even thinking. I'm just walking, and then I realized that I'm walking down the street with a purse. I'm a dude. Like I'm like a sawdust and dirty fingernails in the car working on shit, dude. Take your goddamn purse back. You lost your damn mind.
Yeah, that you could be at a tag and claim your man in a different way. If he got a ring already, or
Yeah.
if you doing it already right, physically, mentally, emotionally, intellectually, and spiritually. Oh, baby, he's all yours.
Yeah.
He ain't
See
even.
this? There's two ways. There's two ways you can tell if a man is married. Two ways.
Mhm.
If he's either looking at his woman with love or looking down on the ground for loose change because he's just spent all his goddamn money. So there's two ways.
Good.
So that's how you know.
Oh my gosh. That's terrible.
All right. So the other, she said, he said, question I want everybody to answer is the guy has a best girlfriend. They've been friends for a long time.
Nope.
Now y'all are married. What say you ladies?
No.
Let me tell you something. I had this conversation. I had this conversation on my show. Cool, she was your friend. Cool, she probably still be your friend. But
Baby, I'm your friend now, baby. I'm your best
but
friend.
one thing you want to know is that I am now your friend, your best friend, your lover, and your lottie pop around the way girl.
Exactly.
Not only that, but
Okay.
also, even if the fact is, I understand because people say, well, she was there before you and she might be there after you. Kudos. However, she gonna know that she not gonna cross this motherfucking line. Boundaries gonna be set. And if I'm not saying that you setting it, we need to have a conversation. Because that lets that now what you're doing as my husband or my man, you're now trying to plant a seed that you should definitely not want to plant with me.
Yeah.
Don't do that, because if I'm being intentional, as my girl always say, be intentional. You need to realize that I'm coming out to make sure that my friends respect you. They know who you are. I'm making sure that their lines don't cross with my friends, and then let them know, hey, this is my husband, and I wish you would.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I need you to do the same thing. You ain't got to do it in my same tactics, but you need to be doing it in whatever metaphor or method, however you need to do. But she needs to know who's wifey. Right. And she need to know that if you cheat, hold on, because I had a guy that I talked to. He said that one of his friends, his female friends, have the key to his house, emergency key. Then now I'm sorry. That now need to be taken, because now I know you got other motherfucking family members that you could get that key to, or somebody else, or one of your homeboys. Or something. But one thing, but homeboy don't come in this door unless one, I'm calling my husband like, hey, did you tell Mark to come here? Because he ain't coming in this door to you. And I'm putting my husband on the video because I'm making sure you see everything. Because niggas are tricky too.
Yeah.
I had a female best friend when me and my wife got married, and she went too far and I cut her ass off.
See?
Because I'm gonna tell you right now, what you're not gonna do is play with my family. Because the thing about it is we've been good friends for a very long time. And when me and my ex-wife got married, I told her this was my best friend. but understand that best friend, wife,
Right.
best friend, wife. I understand the dynamic. So there will be no calling like we used to, like we call in 3 a.m. I'm a married man.
Mhm.
Right.
There will be no hanging out and shit like that without my wife's. Yes, I'm gonna say this without my wife's consent, because we answer to one another. We take care of one another. This is what rules that we put in place for one another. This ain't about you. This is what I need to do to make sure my house is what it's supposed to be. She comes first, you go here, and it's that simple. So she forgot that she was here and my wife was here. So now she had to go there because, and then the last words was like, so you gonna cut me off for her? I said, no, I'm cutting you off for us.
Facts.
Because you didn't disrespect my wife, you disrespected me and my wife. When you disrespect my wife, you disrespected me. We won. So when you came at her sideways, you came at us both sideways.
Exactly. Yeah.
So at the end of the day, whatever problem you had should have been brought to me, and then we discuss it. But you don't go to her. So that's why you want out. You out of there. Can't do it.
Yeah.
So for me, boundaries, like you said, boundaries must be set, and the lines will be clear. There is no in between. There is no gray area. It is literally black and white.
Right.
That is it. It is two sides, black and white. If you in that nice black area, because we black, we're gonna go with the black being good. So if you're in the black area, you're doing well. You trickle down to that white, I'm gonna kick your ass out like a ghost. You out of here. You gone. Can't do it.
Right.
All righty, Miss Di.
No.
Okay, just no.
She gotta say nothing else. Just hell no.
Just no. Okay.
And let me say this.
Hell no. To the no, no, no. Yeah, to the no. Hell to the no. To the no, no, no.
And let me just say this, because
Give me one of them.
I know a lot of men, when they have their female best friend, they be so tight, they be like, I'm not going to lose her. But at the end of the day, let me tell you, y'all be the ones that end up staying single, not married, while this chick probably got a whole family and a husband, but you so adamant and so loyal to be her, to stay her best friend. And again, I had to let the old boy go because I won't even, that was one of my reasons why we stopped dating, along with the whole long distance. I just can't do the long distance. Who gonna move where? What we gonna do? We gonna end up finding a mutual zone, especially if this is serious. So yeah, I just had to let that go because I already seen that he wasn't gonna let that go, and that's why he's still motherfucking single and still dating.
Especially if old girl is single.
Oh yeah, that too.
If she is single, like single, no.
Oh yeah, she was single.
No, I'm just saying it's really bad.
I'm about to give you real life facts. Like he had so many female friends, and then it's like every other one is his best friend. Like these chicks used to call, like one was like, two was out of state, one was in state, but they calling him was like, oh my God, I just caught a flat tire on the side of the road. I wish you was here. Bitch, why you wish he was here? That's not your man.
Not the cap.
Like, huh? What is he with? Like, I'm confused. This is another thing. I hate when women play this damsel in distress.
Yeah.
But what you mean you wish he was here though? Like, what? Huh? Or I had a situation where he spent the night at her house after the event.
Oh shit.
After the event, and he told me he slept on the couch because he got drunk, because he's not a drinker, which I know he known to be that he wasn't. So when he do drink, he's a lightweight. And he said he slept on the couch. So my thing is, when my husband or my man or whoever I'm dating, and I'm speaking to, I'm looking at your whole body language, your facial expression. If you're giving me eye contact, he wasn't giving me eye contact when he was talking to me. He was kind of looking down, and I brought that to his attention. And I had to make it clear. He was like, "Oh no, it wasn't that." Da 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 da. And I was like, "Let me tell you something. I'm just letting you know. I know and I see you."
No,
Child, please.
I had a friend of mine, female friend of mine, kind of same scenario, flat tire. So I'm helping me. My wife was like, absolutely not. I said, sorry, can't do it. So what happened was I said, all right, no problem. I can't do it. So she's okay. So one of her friends, her female friends, flat tire. Babe, can you fuck? No, can't do it. Can't help my friends, can't help your friends. That's how this
Right.
works,
Right,
right?
right,
I mean,
exactly.
come on, let's be fair here, because you did shut my friend down, left her on the side of the damn road, shivering and shit in the cold. So fuck your friend in the rain. I'm sorry. So my thing about it is, all these niggas need to get men, or figure out how to change them bitches yourself.
Exactly.
Or how about the fact
Triple
you
A.
or triple A? Like, don't you got the car or a towing company or something? Like, come on, let's not act like we're in the 1915s, ladies. Come on,
They know what they doing.
Well, see, the funny thing is, I taught my ex-wife how to change a tire, because I told her, the number one, you can't trust all men that's trying to help you.
Exactly.
And I might not be here all for the rest of your life. Something could happen to me. So I want you to be able to be self-sufficient enough to take care of yourself to where you don't have to make that phone call. So to this day, she can change a tire and do. Now she's prissy, she ain't gonna do it, but she know how to. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to make sure that she had that ability. So if push came to shove, if it was down to the wire, she ain't got to call nobody for none of that. You know what I mean? And then, like I said, when my friend called me, I had to keep it fair. She wouldn't want me to help her. I'm not helping your friend.
Exactly.
Exactly. Yep.
Everybody got flats. Stay out there. I'm cool.
Next question. When you are co-parenting, should the non-custodial parent bring their significant other to your kids' function without permission? Or period? Just like, do they need to get permission? Let you know up front?
This is
Like, what is your take on the whole thing?
okay. Now, if you dating Miranda 1 week or 1 month, then you bring in Susie in the next month, then Rebecca. If you swapping, you switching up.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I had no problem with my sperm donor if we was even communicating or whatever, because I don't wish that on me, because I don't want no other baby daddies. I want a whole husband out this motherfucker.
Right. Okay.
So my sperm donor, if we was communicating, like I said, my thing is, if that's your permanent firm woman, cool.
Yeah.
And if I know that you confirming with me that you're coming, I'm already gonna know 9 times out of 10 you bring in Stephanie.
Right.
So I don't think you need to say, hey, me and Stephanie coming.
Right.
I will already know that if you're coming, she's gonna come, because 9 times out of 10, she know I'm your baby mama, got a whole kid with you. She gonna make sure she come to watch your ass anyway.
Exactly.
So but if you sitting there changing women like you change your socks and drawers, hell to the no.
Yeah, I agree. If that's his wife. If that's his wife, yeah, because I mean, you know, if my son is comfortable around her, if he's uncomfortable, if I see any type of like, I don't like this lady, no.
Well, I'm cool with dude coming, as long as he's treating my child right, and as long as my child is cool with it, I ain't got no issue with it. And like you said, it can't be interchangeable niggas coming around. No, we're not gonna have that shit.
Yeah.
I don't want to be Ted one day and then Pookie and Ray Ray and another. No, fuck all that. We're not gonna do none of that shit. So no, it's one person. If y'all been together for a minute and then my son's cool with him, shit, come on through. Me and him can be cool. I don't have a problem with that.
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't have no issue with you. It's just like that. That's the thing. It shouldn't be any animosity, because at this point, all of us are raising my son.
Exactly.
You have things that you can share with my son just as well as I can, and as long as we're doing all of this together, bro, we have no issues. We good.
Okay. All right. So, say you all are partners in a business. Business blows up. However, one person is more invested, financially, or they're the CEO, whatever the case may be. The other partner, Huh?
One person is the majority owner. Majority.
Yes, one person majority. The other, the significant other, has just been there for support, helping with the paperwork, doing stuff behind the scenes. Business finally blows up, gets this public recognition. Should the person who gets the recognition automatically recognize and maybe pull up on stage, wherever the case may be, their significant other who helped them throughout this whole process?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I would say yeah to a state. If you was already a solid partner, you gonna stay a solid partner. But in the background, definitely we will share the recognition. Like don't want to, because I know that there's be partners that silent partners that don't want to be seen, nothing, even want to know of anything, no one knowing. But till it blow up, then all of a sudden you want to come out the woods. Like,
well, to her question, she said your other half, meaning your husband or wife or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, your significant other.
So that's straight out the back. Get up on stage. I want to thank God and I want to thank my husband. Boom. Recognition.
Absolutely.
I think that's what she's talking about. Like if that's your significant other, your husband or something, like that should be the second person you say.
Unless
thank God, then thank your wife because or your husband, because you wouldn't be able to do none of that without their support.
Okay,
they're your helpmeet, no matter if they're silent or whatever they did, but they did something. They faxed something, they emailed something, whatever they did, they helped you. So
absolutely, that's why I say I would definitely I would give them the the thank you, the appreciation, the acknowledgement, but just don't want to come out the woodworks after the fact that now we're blowing up and we're 500.
No, but that they married, so it don't matter whether come out the woodwork. She should be already out the woodwork. She should be right there the whole time.
No, meaning like business wise, because some people are public people and some people not because you got to realize that some people end up looking at your business as your little business and then till it blow up. Now
we're talking about your husband and wife,
even your husbands, because your husband and your wife could be
I
very
disagree.
Crazy and envy too to the situation.
But if you in the business together and you're receiving an award, so you mean to tell me you're gonna think about it twice, saying
no, I just said I would thank them. I said I would thank them, give them the recognition. All I just don't want them to now want to come out and just be this whole thing when we already talked about being silent. That's all.
I understand what you're saying. So you don't want to try to take on a bigger role now all of a sudden. Exactly. Now that it got to this point, or try to be more, because I know for a fact some people like to be some people don't want that outward recognition. Some people don't want to be their face all up in the camera and all of that type of stuff. So that's the only time that I wouldn't recognize.
I think, like everybody that receives an award, they always say, thank my father, my mother for being there for me. You don't have to go through detail what that person is in the company or did in the company, but a thank you.
Well, yeah, you're going to acknowledge them.
That's recognition.
Yeah,
but that's recognition. You don't have to go into detail to make them think you better.
Details in front, but I'm talking about in the back situation. I'm talking both sides because in the front on stage, I'm thanking him, thanking God, my husband, my son, my other family and friends who supported me, for me, and understood that my time was taken from them because they knew what I was doing. But at the back end, because I've seen this happen with two friends of mine in marriages, all of a sudden, old boy or old girl want to come out to the front scene. So maybe you'll not understand what I'm saying, and maybe I'm not explaining.
I get what you're saying, but I'm thinking of the word recognition. I'm just thinking of being, saying, like not taking it as it's all me, but letting people know that if it wasn't for these people that I'm saying thank you to, is that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Jay-Z and Dame Dash type situation. When Dame was supposed to have been playing the background, but now he want to be as big a star as Jay.
Right. Yeah, I get what she's saying.
That type of thing. Yeah. So
but I'm just thinking like husband, wife thing. That's like that's like automatic.
That's definitely. Especially look, my wife gonna get, first of all, she gonna get as much recognition as I do, as much recognition as she wants, as far as I'm concerned. Whatever she wants, because I don't care if it was one fax, 10 faxes. It don't matter.
Right.
That
Yeah.
one fax could have been the one that blew us up.
Yeah.
Those 10 faxes could have been the one that, or that one moment when we were laying in the bed and I was about to give up and you told me to get my ass up and go do that.
Yeah.
That's recognition. That's support. That's what she's going to definitely get all of that. You know what I mean? So for me, it's just like, yes, I would definitely, as much as she wants,
Yeah.
I would give her that amount of recognition.
Yeah, but I understood what you were saying, Q, though. You know.
I want to give a shout out
understand, girl.
to Love Podcast. Thank y'all for checking in. And Derek, thank you for keep rolling with us in these comments. And
Derek
I
is
asked
talking up a storm in the comments.
I asked that question because I saw a scenario where a man blew up with his ventures, but his wife had been the backbone, wiping his tears, praying for him, pushing him, behind the scenes. And so when he got up for his recognition, it's like, I want to thank all these people. And then later on down in the mentions, you want to think about what, like she way down here after list of this many, when she was the one late night, early mornings, weekends, and all of that, So that's why I asked the question. It's like,
well, it sounds like he didn't value her time and everything that she did. He didn't value that or didn't see it as important as everybody else. Yeah.
And sometimes in marriage, especially when you're working through businesses or whatever, sometimes you forget to give that value to your spouse because you're only paying attention to what your contribution is to what you're doing.
Yeah.
And you don't take the time to really truly acknowledge just how hard or how much they're actually invested, because believe it or not, a lot of people don't understand when you're hurting, your spouse is hurting. That's investment. So it's not always about a financial investment or bless you. It's not always about a financial investment, and it's not always about trying to be in the forefront or writing any kind of letter. Sometimes it's literally just about that moral support. That one moment, you know what I mean? So a lot of times we have to look at investment in a business as a lot more than just work. It doesn't have to actually be some kind of work or financial thing that they put into it. Just the fact that they're sticking with your stinking ass. Sometimes
exactly. Right.
You're
right. Yeah.
Why I gotta be a stinking ass?
Because sometimes you acting a little funky, acting a little stupid. You get a little ass acting, a little stink attitude or something like that because something ain't go your way.
Right.
Got you.
All right, y'all. I got one last question. Then we're gonna wrap up. Okay, this was kind of serious, and it may seem insignificant, but I've seen it in real life. Do some men go out of their way to marry or date what they call as a preference when it comes to skin tone within the Black community and make other women who are different skin tone feel some kind of way about themselves? Now, it could be any skin tone, but they go out of their way, to date, marry, and then they gotta boast and brag and showcase and highlight and telecast,
So a person that basically that prefer light-skinned women over dark-skinned women, something like that. And
So
I only date light-skinned women.
So it falls under the topic of colorism. We know that exists within the Black community, light skin versus dark skin, whatever shade it, hair type, all that kind of jazz. And so we feel that men often do that. Like, everybody has a right to their preference. Okay, let me just say that. Everybody has a right to their preference. But do you feel like some people just go out of their way and then they make it known, like they're boasting and bragging about their preference?
Are you saying like they like putting down the other side?
Yeah,
you're the opposite. Oh, okay.
Got you.
So, what is your exact question about them? Like,
okay, colorism in dating and marriage, or in dating or marriage. I'm sorry. Everyone has a right to their preference. Have you ever had a conversation with someone who specifically goes out of their way to only date a certain shade within their race?
Gotcha.
Mm.
Yeah, I've seen that in men and women.
Yeah.
I've seen that in men and women. I mean, I was actually one of those people myself, but I was on the opposite end of the spectrum. I only dated darker women.
Okay.
That was on the opposite end. Number one, because of how I was raised. My mom is a light skinned woman, and
Okay.
she didn't hate her skin, but she was always enamored by darker skin. So that's how I was raised. When I saw a darker skinned woman with natural black hair, that intrigued me. That's what I wanted. And that's like my second wife was a darker skinned woman. But then I started to realize,
Hey, Teddy.
I'm
oh,
done.
Jesus Christ. What's going on, Mr. How you doing? But no,
Look, no love connection on myself. I'm a hater.
but then I just started to realize black women are black women.
Mhm.
And regardless of the shade, black women are absolutely fucking gorgeous. And there's not I don't care who listening. If you got a problem with what I'm saying, fuck you. Ain't nothing that's gonna compare to a black woman.
Okay.
I'm sorry. When I look at my black woman, when I look at all my black women, I'm not gonna say I see perfection, but damn it, it's close to it. And I'm talking about shade, skin tone, temperament, attitude, and heart. So when you add all of those together, now I'm not saying other women ain't got what they got, but they got what they got for their people.
Mhm.
Right. Yeah.
Women, that's for me. So I'm cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially put that cocoa butter on, baby. Hmm.
Or that good old serum, honey.
Skin be glistening.
Okay. Like
But
that's
yes,
Teddy brought up something that could be a whole other topic about women. Well, not just colorism, but like the whole angry, independent, loud, whatever, black woman. Like pick a word. All these
Yeah.
words, black woman. You know, it's like
aggressive.
Stereotypes. Yeah.
Aggressive. Yeah, but my thing is, I don't personally think there's a such thing as real independence because we depend on somebody every single day of our life.
Exactly.
So if you want to talk about now, what I can say is that you're a go-getter. What else I can say is that you strive to be greater. You strive to do a lot of things on your own. But as you strive to do things on your own, there's somebody along the way that helps you out somehow. So it's not true independence. You know what I mean? So when you think about when people say I'm a strong, independent, whatever, well, at the end of the day, it's say like if you have something that you're selling and people don't buy your shit, where's your independence doing for you then?
Good point.
So at the end of the day, you still have to rely on somebody, depend on somebody to say, hey, I believe in what you're doing here, you know? So when people have that attitude, it burns me up. I don't care if it's a man or a woman. Man, I pull myself up by the bootstraps. Well, nobody checking for your boots, nigga. Ain't nobody ask you that shit.
Oh my God.
For what? Nobody asked you that. Who the fuck supposed to pull you up? Ain't that your job to pull your goddamn self up and figure out your shit? I'm just saying.
pick up internet.
I'm just saying, like people say that stupid shit like I make my own money. Who the fuck else supposed to make your money for you?
Right.
That's not that's honestly to me, that's not a point of pride. You're supposed to make your own money. I pay my bills. Yeah.
Good.
You simple bastard.
Oh
Jesus.
Not.
So stupid.
I'm just saying.
I mean, yeah.
It's all the tropes that you hear when people say, I'm an independent, strong, okay, strength. You saying that you're strong because you got a job?
Mhm.
Guess what? Well, then everybody around your ass that's at your job is strong as a motherfucker.
Right.
Okay. Guess who's stronger? The person that's making more. Guess who's stronger than that? The motherfucker that employed you. So are you really the strongest person there? So shut the fuck up. Do your goddamn job.
Exactly.
It just trips me out with all of that stuff. Like, okay, there's a certain degree of strength that I can completely understand when you've been through adversity.
Mhm.
But most of the time with adversity comes humility.
Mhm.
So you don't have to tell people that you're strong. People can feel it and see it on you. So I don't have to tell you that I'm strong and I'm independent. You can feel it on me because of what I've went through. Because everything I walked through fire and I didn't come out smelling like smoke.
Right.
Yeah.
So that means you can tell that I've been through something, but I don't have to tell you I've been through something
Facts.
because I'm
Yeah.
holding my head high through everything that I've been through, and I'm still strong enough to say, "Hey, I love you no matter what."
Yeah.
Right.
So,
All right,
Okay.
Teddy. So since you are a lone male
okay.
that joined us, I want to give you the space to ask us ladies one question.
Mhm.
Then we're gonna get to our wrap up.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Oh Lord. Okay.
Why you think? Why you say, "Oh Lord"?
I don't
Because
know.
it's gonna
Because
come out
it's
bad.
me. Because it's me. Oh no, no. I'm not gonna be bad tonight. I'm not gonna be bad tonight. All right. So here's what I want to, ladies. What is your ultimate expectation of your man?
Mm, great
Not
question,
all men. Your man.
man. Absolutely. Who want to go first?
Oh, I don't have one, so I have none.
Hypothetical
I'm
man. You better answer
single
this
and
damn question,
I'm
woman.
single and ready to mingle.
Oh
Just
God.
so
Did I
y'all
say
know.
no love? Okay, well, it's my girl. So y'all can make a love connection. You can.
Look, I'm not growling on this radio tonight, damn it.
Oh my God.
Sexual chocolate right here.
I cannot. I can't. I'm not. I'm
She
done.
lives where it's cold, though, so you gotta like the snow.
Cold mother.
Keep that in mind.
Cold.
Ultimate expectation.
Yeah.
You can on one, or can we say a lot?
I mean,
Name at least 5 things.
Build your man, girl.
Don't you say build a bear.
No, I was.
Don't you say it.
I say
Damn
build
it.
your
Leave us
man.
alone.
I say build your man.
I expect him to be my protector, my place of peace, my provider, my encourager, my mentor, my leader, my safe space, uh, my porn star,
Come on.
uh, my prophet, my priest, and I just expect him to love me until death do us part. That's it.
That's perfect.
Yeah. I definitely second that. I definitely second that. Besides what my sister just said, all that along with the fact of allowing me to feel vulnerable without no judgment,
Mm-hmm.
and comfortable to do so, and
Mm-hmm.
allowing me to also take off the weight of my shoulder. If I fall, I know he's going to catch me,
Exactly. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I don't have to hold all this, and I could just breathe. Like, I'm at this point where that's what I want, and I've been praying. Cause it's like everything, like I'm not saying I'm the woman that can do it all. I can, we can see, but guess what? I need a partner in this thing
Yeah.
called life. And I do want to. I'm tired of me being the person that catch everybody. When is a person going to catch me? So
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely looking for that. That's my expectations of my man. Someone that basically, and let's not forget, being intellectual and also a person that's going to match my passion. And
Mm-hmm.
okay.
he's because I'm about serving people. I'm about, the things that I do is my passion. And I want to also make sure that whatever he does, our passions are, equivalent to each other, that our passions match each other. It's like our fly match he fly, our passion match our passion. For
Mm-hmm.
sure. And that he understand me being an entrepreneur, that there's going to be time that I may going to be away. However, he gonna understand that I am going to definitely put and make quality time for us, because that's my love language.
Mm-hmm.
Understanding and being open minded to knowing the fact what I like, what I don't like, what I don't want, and what's my love language. Serving me as I serve him without me saying anything, because he's paying
Right.
me. attention.
Paying attention.
Because he's paying attention, and I'm coming home from probably a conference and he got this shit set up, and I'm like, damn. And when he come home from a business trip and I got this shit set up with private masseuse, a fucking 5-star caterer or chef in this bitch, because I did it twice for ex-boyfriends that didn't deserve it. But however, but he realized, damn, you know what I'm saying? So that's definitely.
Yeah. I
God,
agree.
you hear me?
Right. Okay.
Well,
Yes.
well.
We're gonna have to make up like one of them prayers, like a Sierra. We're gonna have to make up our own prayer.
It's our own.
What about you, Ms. Q?
For me, first and foremost, I want him, I need him, and I expect him to be my lover, not my sex partner, my lover. I need him to honor who I am, honor my my spirit person, and love me from the depth of who he is. Now, if he feel like he's lacking in some area, I need him to be the grown up that knows how to get the help he needs to be the person he needs to be in our relationship. I shouldn't have to say every single thing that I need. So I need him to also be observant. I need him
Right.
to say, okay, she likes red, she likes pink. Like my favorite flower is the pink dahlia. I love yellow roses. I don't care for red roses.
Yeah,
Even
me
though
either.
pink is one of my favorite colors, I don't like pink roses. So the
Yeah.
yellow rose is my favorite. So give me a dozen red roses on my not red, a dozen yellow roses on my birthday. I don't
Right.
care about Valentine's Day. Know that February is Black History Month along with my birthday. So do something that's outside the box, that's not cookie cutter, that take me to the Black History Museum, set up find a documentary for us to watch. Do something outside the box that don't always cost a lot of money. So that's number 3. Be innovative and creative with gifts. I do not care for cookie cutter gifts. Don't buy me something that 500 people around the state already had. you know, I'm not saying again, spend a lot of money. Let me tell you something that's cute for me and anybody out there listening. I'm giving you this one cheat code. Take it how you want it. Write something down and take a picture of it. If you're not to put the stamp on and put in the mail kind of person, write something, take a picture of it and send me the picture. It's in your handwriting, it's a note specifically. I'm that kind of chick.
The little
You
thing.
know,
Yeah.
it's the little things like, okay, so what sorority I'm in. Every now and then give me something related to that. My birthstone. Just the little things.
Yeah.
I like art and books and I'm a nerdy girl to my core. And so buy a ticket for me to go to a lecture, just little stuff like that. What kind of wine I like. I love what kind of food I love. I love cheese, y'all. Chicken, strip, and cheese. Can't go wrong with that. I love nail polish. I'm a girly girl. So those things. And then, going back to some of the more serious things that the other ladies mentioned, I may not need a man, but I want one. So show me that you want to be wanted by me. Show me you value me. Show you value us. That you respect us as a unit. And you're not just going to be out there doing any and everything with any and everybody. Yeah.
Child, I need a man. I don't care what y'all say.
Can I take real quick? Can I take off the stigma off of because I know a lot of people have a problem with the word submit, and Queen said something just now that had my mind racing.
Mm-hmm.
So to submit to a man is to submit your problems, take your problems from your shoulders and put them on his and let him carry it. It's not about him telling you how you're supposed to breathe, how you're supposed to eat, how you're supposed to think. It's about taking what's on your shoulders, putting it on his shoulders, and trusting that he got it.
Facts.
That's what submission means. And that's what it means in my book.
I need to know he's gonna be faithful with our money,
Mhm.
faithful to our household, and not
Mhm.
faithful as in not dealing with another woman,
Yeah.
faithful in all things that matter to us in our unit as a couple.
Yes.
You know, you're not gonna make these huge purchases because you can. You're gonna respect me enough to discuss it. Now, I may not agree, but I'm not gonna just flat out say no.
Mhm.
Don't do it. I want to hear your point of view. Like, I want us to be able to have a discussion, not an argument.
Yeah.
And if I disagree or you disagree with me, be man enough to come to me and not be like, you can't, I don't allow. And because, baby, I got daddy issues and I will snap real quick and find the closest knife, taser, knuckle, what do you call them?
Knuckle rings.
Brass knuckles.
What do you call them things? I don't know.
Brass knuckles.
Brass plate. Look, whatever's in my reach. Baby, I black out real quick and I'm Pisces. My sun going two different directions.
Oh my God.
And I'm trying not to tap into the darkness. You better let me be.
Okay.
So look, all you have to do is buy me shoes.
I ain't gonna lie. That shook me the hell up just now. I'm scared.
Exactly.
That's all. Buy me shoes.
Right.
Shoes.
I'm worried. I'm worried. If I don't get the right goddamn cheese, I might get cut.
Right. You better get the right cheese with you.
That better not be Limburger you bought in this motherfucker. I'm about to
You
cut
gotta get that expensive cheese and crackers with salami on the side.
Bring her no cheesy.
Yes. Don't
It
buy no
better not be
cheese.
cheese whiz either. If it's cheese whiz, use a dead mother.
Look, give me
Yeah, I have real cheese.
the
Be
charcuterie.
considerate
You
about
take the
the
wrong charcuterie board.
Y'all are terrible.
Look,
Oh.
I'm kind of, y'all know I'm the kind of slight country bougie.
Listen, we know they just better not go to Walgreens and CVS because that's what the
Okay,
world
no.
don't
Oh, my man
not
Derek
bring
said
money
government.
into.
My man Derek P said
We is
government.
not eating no
cheese.
government cheese. Yeah. Oh my God.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with no
Shut
damn
up.
government
Be
cheese.
constipated for a whole month.
Yeah, but it tastes good like moving when you eat it.
No, well, I don't care. Look, wait a minute, hold up. That government cheese do make the best macaroni. I don't care what y'all say.
Don't play. Don't play. Come on now.
I don't care. Because my
Shit.
mama used to hook that stuff up, baby.
If you cut it right, you can get a real good real cheese. But you cut it
Yes,
too damn thick,
indeed.
that's gonna
The
be
best grilled cheese sandwiches and the
Mhm.
best macaroni cheese. Yes.
And let me tell you something. Majority of the Black and Brown community was raised off that shit.
All the
and still
government,
alive today.
exactly.
They say they
At
not,
one
but you
point
ain't
in time
lying.
in their life, they had a slice of that good
And you
cheese.
say you didn't, you're lying.
yeah.
That's
You
for
had
sure.
you
Because
had that
when you
damn
went to public school, you sure had it.
yeah. You had that damn peanut butter. You had that peanut butter in a white can that had the oil on the damn top, and you got to mix that shit down. Don't act like
I
you
don't
ain't.
know about that.
Mhm.
It look that means you ain't. Well,
I don't know about
you
that
know
one.
about
I
that
do.
mixed down peanut
I
butter.
know, I do.
All that oil, that's just real peanuts. That's what that is, real peanuts.
Skippy and Jip.
Yeah, we grew up on some commodities. Everything had a white label. And it had just the picture of what, like rice, beans.
Right.
Oh, Lord.
Peanut butter.
Exactly. That's it. You ain't getting no other description.
Oh, my God.
But that damn puff wheat, oh my God, that's right.
No,
What's
I'm
that?
fast on that.
Puff wheat,
It-
basically, that's super golden crisp with no sugar.
Yeah.
That's basically what that is. It's nasty as hell.
Hello.
But yeah. Oh yeah, we was some broke folk, so we had that shit.
Oh, Lord, y'all have made my night, but we gonna get into our look. I want to thank everybody. Let me just say that. So now we're gonna get into our wrap up with our final thoughts. Alrighty, so I'm gonna let even though this is the Queen's Court, we have one gentleman I'm going to give you the honor of going first with your final thoughts on tonight.
My final thoughts on tonight. I'm gonna go a whole different route. If
Okay.
y'all don't support any one of these ladies' podcasts, y'all some fools. Every last one of these women are brilliant. Every last one of these women have a point, and every last one of these women's podcasts can actually change your life and change your views of how you look at women, how you look at life, and how you look at finances. So you would be doing yourself a good service by following all three of these podcasts. And that's all I gotta say.
Well, thank you, darling.
What you want, Taddy?
What? This is what I'm talking about. This that bullshit, right? That's that crunchy bullshit right there.
What do you want?
That's that
You
crunchy
need
bullshit.
something.
I
Something you
can't
need.
say
What you
nothing
want,
nice.
Taddy?
I can't say nothing nice about it. Matter of fact, follow everybody except her ass. Follow the other two ladies at the top here. Because this one down here ornery. If she starts mess.
It's like, damn if you do, damn if you do.
I know, right? I'm trying to be nice here, you know what I mean? Trying to show some love. No, but seriously, y'all, honestly, since I met the three of you guys, honestly, my life has changed significantly, especially as far as my podcasting career and as far as just the knowledge that I've gotten just by listening to your podcast and being on the same platforms with you guys. Honestly, I couldn't ask for better people to be within this realm with. So thank you for even allowing me in. All right, that's enough of that shit. Come on now.
Hell no.
You know what? See,
No, yeah, to the no, to the no, to the no, no.
Guys, alrighty. So, Miss Todd,
Growling at me?
yes, I did growl at your ass.
we gotta keep the teddy bear, not the grizzly bear. We need the
You
teddy
started
bear.
it. Okay, all right.
Oh my God.
Any final thoughts, ma'am, Miss Queen?
Oh my goodness.
Final thoughts is basically I would say this. Ladies, pay attention to your intuition because your intuition is a spiritual signal from above, from the planet Mother Earth. It won't stir you wrong. You just don't ignore it. It's there and was created and built in us for a reason. So if something tell you to leave. Tell you something, tell you that something's not right, or he's not right, or whoever you date, she's not right. Just do that, and pay attention to it. Is there, like I said, for a reason. Not only that, but gentlemen, God bless you. Gentlemen, also make sure you pay more effective attention to your ladies. If you're looking out here and you wanting to date, if you're a serious person wanting to date and find a mate, my thing is we are not complicated creatures. Now, I don't think no one on this earth is complicated. If you pay attention and you really want to get to know someone and you really want to know that person, you will actually pay attention to that person. To me, I feel like if you don't pay attention, you're really not that interested. But other than that, just also take other people's feelings, emotions, and everything in consideration, and just know the fact that also proper hygiene is definitely mandatory.
Oh God.
Please, we don't need no craziness. If you ain't prepped, then don't come out. Don't just if you need to come out, know that you have probably a certain amount of time to get your behind back in the house before you start to smell, or people start to smell you.
I cannot.
So I just don't like, seriously. The same way as some people don't want to see us in bonnets, we don't want to see your funky little stinking stuff.
Okay.
Like,
Indeed.
come on. And
Yeah.
then my thing is, I definitely have to say this, because this is something that happened to me on a back spectrum of somebody else's platform, is the fact that so many brothers talk about the accountability of what women need to take, the responsibility of what women needs to do. I know as a sister, as a mother, a friend, a partner, whoever I am to whomever, I take accountability and I step up, and I put my money in my mouth where my actions is. So my thing is, brothers need to start protecting women, especially Black women, because we are the least protected culture in America. And that's something that happened to me recently, which I addressed it already, so I won't go in too much to it. Because one thing, everyone knows me, I don't hold my tongue for nobody. And if I got something to say, I'm going to speak to you privately, and I ain't going to do it on the internet. But brothers need to start protecting their sisters, especially if we come on your platform or if we sit there and we speak to you. If I tell you you're my friend, because I don't use words loosely like that. Because I don't need I don't need friends. Or the friends I have, I'm good with it. So if I add you in my circle, that means I see a value in you. I see something in you. I see that we match each other's shit. So, but brothers definitely need to start protecting their sisters and let other men know, hey, that's my sister. Watch out now.
Yep.
So, but that's basically what I say. And yeah, that's my final point.
Well, she done said everything I was gonna say. So I guess I can see yeah, she just took all my points. Definitely ladies, definitely listen to your intuition, and men, listen to yours too. Cause you have that little something on the inside to let you know that something is not right. And don't be afraid to ask questions in a nice way. Don't be, nasty, but learn each other's love language. That's important
Yeah.
because we do not want to hear where my ex did such and such
Exactly.
and my ex did this and that.
No.
We do not want to hear that, okay? That's the first thing to get you straight to the door. The door right now. The door. I mean, don't do that. Do not compare your new person with your old person, because that creates insecurities
Mhm.
within your relationship. So don't do that, guys.
All right. Well, thank y'all so much. Some of my final thoughts include men have enough push and motivation for yourself so that we don't feel like we're pushing you and then you feel like we're nagging you. You
Mhm.
know, have something to do on your own. 'Cause I'm telling you right now, and I can speak a little bit for these other three ladies. We're busy doing just this is the easy part, but there's behind the scenes stuff, all the graphics that I had to create, the
Mhm.
topics, contacting people, just
Right.
making sure my equipment was right.
Mhm.
It took a minute, just to get all this together. And
Right.
so, and this won't be the only show. There's more topics coming up. We each have our own guests we're reaching out to. A show doesn't just happen overnight. So, it's a lot of work that goes into that. There's late night scroll. It may seem like we're just scrolling social media. We're looking for topic ideas. We're looking
Mhm.
for potential guests. There's a lot that goes into it. So, men, have something else to do while we're doing what we're
That
doing.
part.
Right.
I promise you, we will make time for you. But when we are in a creative groove, let us be for a moment.
Mhm.
Um,
Please tell the women that shit too.
well, I mean, whatever.
Go
That's
sit
your
your black ass down while I'm working.
whatever. Stop. Also, get to know your lady. Treat her treat her as such. Like they mentioned, don't compare her to someone else. Get to know who you're with and
Right.
respect and honor who she is
Mhm.
and appreciate, what she brings to the I hate to say it, to the table. One day we're gonna eliminate that term. What she brings to the relationship. Stop shaking your head, Daddy. What she brings. Men, be willing to unpack your stuff, start
Mhm.
healing some of your wounds before you decide to enter into a relationship, into anyone's bed. Sex
Mhm.
is more than just a physical act. Sex is spiritual. It doesn't matter what religion you practice. Sex is spiritual. So before you enter, into someone else's domain, get your stuff handled first. Because let me tell you, I got enough energy that I'm dealing with over here. I don't need yours and every other woman you done slept with energy. So, anywho, and
Exactly.
that's my final thoughts. Aside from, don't forget to be intentional with your words, your thoughts, and your actions. Yeah.
Mhm.
And so I'm going to give everybody a chance to, again, drop their name, location, no, their podcast platforms, and, you know, y'all need to go follow my queen sisters and my teddy bear over here.
Ladies
So, Miss
first.
Q, tell them where they can find you.
So you guys could find me on Instagram at Pillow Talk with the T podcast. I come on Thursday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Check your local listings in other areas. Um, Also, right now I'm on a break. However, please go and check out that season 3 because we got all that pillow talk and all that tea for you. And because listen, you want to catch up before season 4 come because if you thought I brought a season 3, you ain't seen nothing yet.
All
So
right.
not only that, you can find me on YouTube as well as TikTok, Snapchat, and on Twitter. And you also, I like to talk. I'm now like to talk shit on Twitter now. So So not only that, I'm on all streaming platforms: Google Podcasts, Apple, iHeart, Pandora, Amazon, Spotify, whatever streaming platform. Just put "Pillow Talk with the C," you will hear all that good tea. Not only that, what else do I have? Yeah, so yeah, I think I just called a brain fart. I don't know why, but yeah. So, well, make sure you go check your girl out, and because again, we are talking raw, uncut, um, open,
Wrong.
candid, unguarded, no judgment, truth, and uncomfortable conversations. And we're no longer sweeping the shit under the rug. So if that's your type of crowd and audience, and even if that's not, and I could just shake you up to end up now want to be able to heal and end up having these, because I believe in having uncomfortable conversation creates healing. And if that's what it is, come over to the T spot of the um pillow talk. And also, yes, that's the brain fart I got. Pillow Talk with the T is have now we on iTunes Radio with our own station. So go and check that out. The link is in my bio in Instagram. Also, I'm on Facebook as well. So you could go check that out because listen, that playlist, that station, that Pillow Talk, that's some good sounds. So you guys definitely want to check that out. You might get a little freaky too. So
So, all righty then. Miss Ty.
Okay, I'm gonna have to do this real quick because my battery is the computer's about to cut off. I
Oh,
forgot my cord. um, you can find Red Lipstick Vibes on all social media platforms. You know all of them: Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Snapchat. What's that thing? A TikTok, all that.
TikTok.
Um,
TikTok.
all the listening platforms. I'm on all of them. Just put in Red Lipstick Vibe Podcast. Uh, this Friday is my season finale show. It's an all men's panel. Ladies, if you have questions, you want a real honest answer and opinions from men, please tune in at 9 o'clock on this Friday. This is going to be an awesome, awesome show. No holds bar, no question. That is going to be off limits. Anything you want to ask, you can ask that night, and that's going to be my season finale show. So yeah, I'm gonna stop right now because it's about to cut off now.
well, thank you so much. And last but not least, Mr. Teddy Bear.
Well, you can follow Sophisticated Grizzly. Me and Lady Shy will come on every Wednesday at 8 o'clock. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. It's called Grizzy Podcast on Instagram. We're on every single streaming platform that you can think of. Maybe a couple of them I haven't heard of yet because I be hearing my shit all over the place. But yeah, so come check us out every Wednesday at 8 o'clock. If you don't know, and I'm gonna let you know right now, if you get on my damn nerves, I'm gonna call some crunchy bullshit. And if you piss me off too bad, I'm gonna tell you shut your black ass mouth. So long as you know this shit, bring your ass on over there. We can have a whole lot of fun.
Well, thank you, Mr. Teddy Bear. I'm gonna keep calling him Teddy Bear, even though he try to be a little grizzly. Don't let the beard fool y'all sometimes.
Well, no, I will growl at your ass, dude. It will happen. I've growled at many a person, yes.
All right, so you know I'm QB, host of the Q Spot podcast. I can't thank y'all enough for joining me. I'm also on all the social media platforms, all the podcast platforms, even TikTok. It's not Snapchat yet, but we might work on it. But anywho, I just want to say thank you to my guests for joining me. I've had a great time.
Yes.
I usually don't do lives, but I really enjoyed this. So thank you to all of my guests. My people showed up in the comments. Derek Coleman, thank you for keeping it live. My auntie Frida, who is all in California. My sister in Arizona, Gwen. Thank you to everyone else who popped in and out. I love you all. So again, don't forget to be intentional with your words, your thoughts, and your actions. And as always, pink sugar kisses, y'all. Thank you for watching the Q Spot podcast video series. Don't forget to join the Q crew so you don't miss a beat. Follow, like, and share on all of my social media platforms, as well as the major podcast platforms. Lastly, be intentional with your words, your thoughts, and your actions.